In the small town of Hollow Creek, Ohio, everyone knew Dr. Matthew Cole, a respected physician, a family man, and the kind of neighbor who waved at every passing car. So when he vanished one cold February night, leaving behind his car, his wallet, and a cup of coffee still warm in the holder, the town was stunned. At first, police thought it was a random act of violence. But as the investigation unfolded, it became clear nothing about Dr. Cole's life was as perfect as it seemed. Dr. Cole had spent nearly 15 years serving Hollow Creek. He ran the town's only clinic, volunteered at local charities, and lived with his wife, Rebecca, and their teenage daughter, Lily. But what his friends didn't know was that behind that polished reputation, his marriage was falling apart. Court documents later revealed that he and Rebecca were quietly going through a contentious separation. Money, property, custody, the works. To everyone else, though, the Coles were the picture of stability. Until the night everything changed. February 8, 2023. Security cameras captured Dr. Cole leaving the hospital just after 8 p.m. He smiled at a nurse, coffee in hand, and headed toward his navy blue Ford Explorer. That was the last time anyone saw him alive. By morning, his car was found 2 miles from town, parked neatly beside the river. No signs of struggle. His wallet and phone, untouched. But the driver's seat was pushed forward, like someone shorter had driven it. The police were baffled. At first, detectives suspected a mugging or random attack. But the evidence didn't fit. There was no forced entry, no broken glass, and the area wasn't known for violent crime. Then came the first red flag. Inside Dr. Cole's office desk, investigators found a second cell phone. On it, dozens of text messages to a contact named R. They quickly identified her, Rachel Mayers, a 27-year-old nurse who had recently resigned from the hospital. When questioned, Rachel admitted they'd been having an affair for nearly 2 years. She said Matthew had promised to end things with his wife soon. But recently, he'd grown distant. Detectives began to wonder, had Dr. Cole decided to disappear on his own? Or did someone close to him want him gone? A week later, a local farmer reported something strange. He'd seen 2 cars parked by the river around 9 p.m. the night Dr. Cole went missing, and heard voices arguing before silence. Tire tracks confirmed a second vehicle had been there, a black Toyota Highlander. It was registered to Rebecca Cole. When police confronted her, Rebecca claimed she'd been home all night. But cell phone records told a different story. Her phone pinged off a tower less than a mile from the river at 9:03 p.m. Confronted with the evidence, Rebecca broke down. She admitted following Matthew that night. She said she just wanted to talk after learning about his affair. He told me he was leaving for her, she confessed. I lost control. According to her statement, Matthew tried to walk away. She grabbed his arm. He pulled away, slipped on the wet bank, and fell into the icy river. Panicked, she waited until the water carried him away. Then she drove home and reported him missing the next morning. 2 weeks later, Dr. Cole's body was recovered nearly 10 miles downstream. An autopsy revealed head trauma inconsistent with a simple fall. The blow had come before he hit the water. Rebecca Cole was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Prosecutors argued that she struck her husband during the confrontation. Her defense claimed it was an accident. In court, the jury deliberated for just 6 hours before returning a guilty verdict. Rebecca was sentenced to 25 years in prison. In a town that once adored him, Dr. Cole's story became a haunting reminder that even the people we think we know best can live double lives. Behind his smile were secrets. Behind his wife's grief, rage. And beneath Hollow Creek's quiet charm, something darker was always waiting. Because in the end, the truth isn't always simple, it's twisted.